An important topic in algebra is learning how to solve equations. And in this video, we're going to talk about solving equations of the form ax plus b, where x is the unknown that we're looking for, and a, b, and c are going to be numbers. So for example, we might have an equation 2x plus 3 equals 9, and we might be asked to solve for x. Well, it might help us to visualize this using a balance. And if we thought of each part of the equation as a weight, so x was one weight, and we have two x's on the left side of the equation, so I'm going to break those apart. And then we have three weights, call them weight 1, each one weighs, say, 1 pound, 1 gram, 1 ounce. So what I'm doing here is I'm breaking up the parts on the left side of the equation so that we can see them all distinctly on one side of the balance beam. And this is the balance, the little picture here. So on the right we have a 9, so that we might represent with 9 weights, each, say, 1 pound or 1 unit. I'm going to have 9 ones over here. Weights, each 1 unit. Okay, and so now to have an equation be equal, that means that what is on the left is equal to what is on the right. Much like we have on a scale or a balance, what's on the left is in balance with what's on the right. Okay, so now going to the next step, if we want to simplify and eventually we want to get x all by itself, so what we might do here now is remove each one of these 1 pound weights. So if we want to remove them, so here we're going to say, remove, on the left we're going to remove these 3, 1, 2, 3. Now if we do that, this side becomes lighter, this one starts to weigh down. So in order to keep this balance going, or keep the scale in balance, we're going to have to remove 3 of those weights on the right. So we're removing 1, 2, 3 on the right side as well. And so what we have remaining is still the 2 weights of x, the 2 weights that each weigh x grams or x pounds. And then on the right hand side, we have the 6 1 pound weights, or the 6 1 unit weights. And so over on the equation side, that looks like, starting with 2x plus 3 equal 9, removing the 3 1 pound weights, algebraically looks like this. If we subtract 3 on the left and 3 on the right, then what we're left with, the 3's cancel, we're left with 2x equals, and 9 minus 3 is 6. So we're getting closer. We want to get x all by itself. Now we have 2x. Okay, so we have probably one more step to go. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to divide these two x's. So let's divide the x's by 2, or divide it in half so that we have just one x standing alone. So that means we want to divide this in half. We want to divide the 1's in half. Divide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to divide that by 2. So what we're left with is matching if each of these sides of the balance beam or the scale are equal, then that means each portion on the left is equal to the portion on the right. So this x must be then equal to these three ones, and this x is then equal to these three ones. So that can be written, let's go back with the green here. So that means that each of the x's is equal to 3, or the 3 one-pound weights. The way we do that here is we have 2x equals 6, and we divided each side by 2 because we want to undo the multiplication between the 2 and the x, so we want to divide by 2. So those 2's then cancel, and what we're left with is x is equal to 6 divided by 2, which is simplified to 3. I hope this helps give you just a general idea of how some equations can be solved. We're going to take a look at a few more examples in our next video.